How's it going, everybody? It's Frisby Moonsong here. Yow! And today what we're going to be doing is we have got suggestions from you guys of what we could do from the channel, and we have taken one of those suggestions. I think it was Jarvis, but there were a couple other people that mentioned it, and we are going to be doing a collection video. So you guys wanted to see what was all in my collection, everything that I had, so be prepared for quite the video today, and I hope you guys enjoy it because you are going to see everything fully. So I hope you guys enjoy everything. Let me know what you think, and here it is. Check it out. Well, here it is. We've got a lot to go through. A lot. Wow. This is gonna be fun. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna start with some miscellaneous stuff, so tins and whatnot. So, starting off with this, this was a really cool tin that I actually picked up off a trade. It's empty, of course, but it's really, really awesome. I like the look of it. I think it looks really cool. I'm not exactly sure what tin this is from because I wasn't here when this came out. But it looks like it had Metal Raiders and Spell Ruler boosters and Invasion of Chaos. So this was obviously before I actually started playing, but it looks really, really cool and really awesome, and I really like it. So I've kept it throughout the time. My first tin that I ever bought for myself was this one, the Dark Rebellion XYZ tin. I think this was the 2015. Oh wow, this was the 2015 Mega tin. But yes, I remember getting this, my first tin I ever got. This was close to when I started playing. This was what started the Yangzing trail because I actually pulled a Jiaotu and a Suwani from this, so I was really amped about this. And now the tin is filled with obviously commons and tradables that, you know, everyone keeps in their stuff. So we have all those. I'm not going to dig out all the commons now because we'll be going through multiple copies of them for the rest of the entire video. If I recall, what did this one have? This one had, one Platinum Red Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon, and it had Old Entity Hastor, and you got a Castell from it, which was really, really cool. So that was really awesome. We got that. And then the next one I got was the was this one. I think this was the one that had all the zoos in it. And this is where you got Proxy Dragon, which is really nice, and you got a Dark Magician, which is really, really cool. I'm trying to see what else was in here. You got Dreamland, which was, I don't know what that was for, but anyway, yeah, this was from Raging Tempest and stuff. So this had all like the zoo stuff and back in that format. Which tin was this? Yeah, this was 2017. So this was the year that I really started playing competitively. It was the Yugi and Kaiba tins, which were really, really cool, which we're obviously getting once again. But yes, that was another tin that I've got, and also this one is filled with tradable commons over here and some rares and supers that some people might find desirable. Then moving on to the next tin, obviously moving forward, we have the gold Sarcophagus tin. I've tried to make an effort to buy a tin for like every single year. This is the 2019 tin. I don't think I got the tin. Was there a 2019 one? I don't remember. But yes, this is the 2019 tin, the gold Sarc. You gotta keep a gold Sarc tin. I mean, it looks really, really cool. Just look at that. Really awesome to keep. And obviously this had some stuff from Cybernetic Horizon, Flames of Destruction, really, really cool. This is where we got our Prismatic Fakers from, yeah. But now it's just filled with some commons and stuff that people might find of interest, even some ultras. There might be some ultras here. So really, really cool. That's another tin that I like to keep. I mean, we gotta all keep our tins, you know, just for keepsakes. And then obviously this was last year's tin, if I remember correctly. Yes, the tin of Lost Memories with the really cool artwork that everyone was pretty psyched for. Really cool looking as well. This is where we got stuff from Rising Rampage and Chaos Impact and Dark Neo Storm and everything. Looking really, really cool. This was, I think, where the Dragoon came in, and now this one's also full of commons. So that's really nice. I like the click when it closes. It's got like a nice little click that it closes into, and then it's got like hieroglyphics and stuff on the side. So yeah, that's another one of my tins. And now moving on to more miscellaneous stuff. So I've gotten these keychains that are really cool. We got them from Duels. This is when I used to play back in Cape Town. We got a couple of keychains as prize support, which was really, really nice. And then I got this from the World Championship 2017. If you remember, they had those championship tournaments that went around alongside Worlds, which was really cool, and they had the Worlds ban list and everything, which was a lot of fun, and we each got these, which was really nice. We also got like pages to write our life points on and everything, which was really cool as well. So yes, and then I have my 2 deck boxes that I keep with me. There is another one. It's not, the other ones aren't super fanciful, but these are like 2 of my favorites. One of my friends got me this one for my birthday, which was really nice. And this was my first time topping a regional, which is really cool. I remember when we still used to get these, and I still have the mat that I got for it as well. It is the Thunder Dragon Colossus mat, which we will see a bit later, but this currently has my Altergeist deck list in, which you will see a bit later. And this one just has a bunch of sleeves and just a bunch of sleeves at the moment, because I'm building something in it right now. And don't worry, this talent is not mine. I wish it was mine, but I'm borrowing it from someone. But yes, that is the decks that I have. As you can see, it's got Moonsong at the back, written very terribly. But yeah, those are the 2 deck boxes that I have. And coming in with the new one, all the way from our sponsors, Solarpop and Unplug Yourself, they have granted us these really cool Egyptian God card deck boxes. So this is something new I can add to my collection, and another deck can be ported into this. Great, now I've got sticky tape on my hands. Wonderful. But yes, this is really cool. Look at that. All from our sponsors, Solarpop and Unplug Yourself. Really awesome looking, and there will be more on this channel for giveaway as time goes on. You can see inside, really cool. They have the divider, which feels very sturdy, very strong, very nice, and it's got the 3 Egyptian God cards on it as well. So this is something I can now add to my collection, and it's really. I'll see what I'll put into this. I don't know, maybe like I'll build an Egyptian God card deck properly and put it in here. So that'll be really cool. So that's another addition to my collection. Then more miscellaneous. I have these. If you recall, these were from the Dual Overload. If I'm not mistaken, you would get one of these. It's from the 4 that I bought. I didn't pull anything great from my Dual Overloads, but obviously I got the Celine, which was really nice though, and I've played that since. But I got 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons, which was quite funny and really cool, obviously, to get 3 Blue Eyes, because that's all it is. And then the Stardust Dragon from the other one, and these are really nice. Of course, they still sleeve, and they have still the really cool grey backs, which is really awesome. Yeah, this has been chilling in my collection for quite some time since then. And then another little addition is this. I managed to buy this little mat holder, which is really nice. It's got such a satisfying sound. I don't know why that's so satisfying, but yeah, it really keeps your mat really nice and neatly. You can keep it inside these, which is really cool, and it doesn't like slip out as easily sometimes. So sometimes you can open it and it doesn't get damaged, but it also doesn't damage the mat inside, which is really cool. You just fold up your mat neatly and keep it inside there. This is one of the mats you're obviously going to see on camera. I think, you know, it's the newest mat. You've been seeing it lately. But yes, we have that nice strong plastic over there. And then we have over here for the last little miscellaneous. I thought this was really cool. We have a little Yugi Funko Pop, which is really awesome with the little cards. I think that's so cool. I bought it because I thought it would be nice to keep with my collection. Really awesome little Funko Pop. I've had it for quite a while. This is one of the first Funko Pops I ever bought, besides the EV one. But yes, this is really nice. Yeah, that's it for the miscellaneous. Let's move on to the next batch. Now in this next batch, we have a couple more things. We're going to be moving on to... We're going to be moving on to a couple of the mats and stuff that we have. So if you look at this, we've managed to get this from Dual Power, which is really cool. One of those like hard kind of mats that looks really cool, that has the Dark Magician and it's got Neos on it. Really awesome. And then we obviously have this at the back that looks really nice. We have the Dark Magician, we have Stardust, we have Odd Eyes, we have Utopia, we have Deco Talker, all the main protagonist monsters on the back, with the zones as well, which looks really awesome. So we got that. Then we also have this, as you remember from one of our videos that we managed to get. We've got one of the Yugi original structure decks. Cool, some of them have moved around a little bit since the reading. But yeah, we've got like all the cards from the the Yugi structure deck, all the Egyptian god cards, the tokens, everything you remember from the video that you saw. So we have that, which is really, really awesome over there. Now moving on to the next one, we got this. This we actually won in a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. So we had gone down to Bloemfontein. Whole group of us had traveled down from Joburg, 4-hour drive I think it was, all the way down to Bloemfontein, and we played in quite a big tournament, which I ended up placing third, and third place obviously got this, which is really cool. It's like a nice sort of file that you get over there, which is really, really awesome, and it's got this little like box thing to keep the file. Really, really nice indeed. And I love the artwork of the dragon on it as well. The dragon is just so cool, so I can keep this for my own keepsake over there. You guys can see, so it's not upside down. There you go. That dragon looks super, super epic. So I thought, and I love blue, so color was perfect. And then moving on to some mats that we have. As you can see, well, mostly mouse pads at first. We've got, this was from my first original tournament back in 2017, my first nationals that I ever entered, and I came 18th, which I was pretty psyched about. I was playing Yangzing Metal Foes in that tournament, so that was pretty exciting. And then I won another one later on in a small tournament, because there were obviously some left over, so they're 4 later tournaments. But it's really cool to get another one. And then I got this from my other nationals in 2019. This I came 13th. It was the closest to top 8 I arrived, but like we were 1 player short of making top 16. But sadly I just didn't make it. Of course, I bubbled super hard. But yeah, then I got the Prank Kids mat, which is really, really cool. Then I have the Red Eyes mat over here, this promotional one, which is really, really cool. I got this from another locals, which was really, really nice. And yeah, I was pretty psyched about this one as well. And then I got this from the recent Remote Duel Invitational. I managed to obviously make it to the RDIQ. Unfortunately, I didn't make it that far over there, but at least I got this for making it that far. So that was really, really nice. And this I got from a little Yu-Gi-Oh tournament as well. I didn't play speed duels, but still it's really cool to get like a mat to show the different sides of Yu-Gi-Oh, and obviously as Dark Magician and Blue Eyes, which is always really, really liked. And one more thing back. Anyway, we have this which was from my nationals in 2018. This one I came 17th for the nationals, which is really, really cool. You'll see the big mat right now, and I'm currently using this for my mouse pad, which is actually really, really awesome. Just needs a little bit of a wash, but it's still really cool. Then moving on to the big mats, the big boys, the big ones that we have been collecting throughout the years. Or years, I don't know how long it's been since I've been playing. So, moving from the most recent mats that we got was the Dawn of Majesty mat that we won from a nice box tournament that we played. Dawn of Majesty, obviously we have the Majestic Stardust Dragon over here, looking really, really nice. It's really cool. Obviously you've seen this in a couple of videos. So yeah, it's my only mat that actually has zones. So that's why I'm actually using this one now, because it's the only one that has zones. So that is the first one that I ever ended up getting. Moving on to the second most recent one, which I got from a Yu-Gi-Oh! Day event not so long ago, was the Cristron Hulker mat. You had to obviously win to get it. So this is really, really cool. I can't remember what deck I was playing here. In the Dawn of Majesty one, I was playing Altergeist. This one, I don't think I was playing Altergeist. I think I might have been. I could have, or I was playing Invoked Ogdoadic or something like that. But yes, this was really, really nice to win. I was really psyched about that because the ice from the Cristrons looks so, so cool, and I think ice is pretty awesome. So yeah, that was another mat I managed to get. Moving on to this one, which a lot of us were psyched about. This is a custom mat from a Bloemfontein tournament, the one that I told you about that we went to, that we ended up winning that box that I showed you earlier on, or the file. This was the mat that the top 8 got. Really beautiful, the Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. It was really, really nice artwork. People voted on the artwork, and this was the one that it ended up being. So that was a really nice mat to add to the collection. I think it's a bit smaller than the normal mat, but still really, really cool and really useful. Or is it smaller? Only slightly. Only slightly. Then my only mat that I've ever bought, and this is because this is my favorite deck. I got this just as soon as I came to Joburg, the Yangzing mat, which we're obviously going to use for Sword Souls when they come out. Really cool. The big boss boy Baxia over here, which if I was an anime character, this would be my signature monster. And then we've got obviously the Bian, the earth, Pulao the wind, we've got Chiwen the light, Swani the fire, and Big C the water. We're only missing Jiaotu on here, but you know what, that's okay. And Yazi and Chaopeng, but those were coming a bit later. And then we just need Denglong back from the ban list to add it to our mat. But yes, this is the only mat I've ever bought because I was not playing at this time. But I was so happy to get this, it was worth buying. And yes, I've used it a lot in a sense. Then obviously the 2019 nationals that happened here, or that happened in Cape Town. This was when I still lived in Cape Town. This was the mat I obviously got, the Prank Kids mat, as you saw the little mat from before. Really, really cool. I tried building the deck at one point, but I never ended up finishing it, and I always ended up getting rid of it and then getting it back and getting rid of it and getting it back. So I guess I've always thought since maybe I have the mat I should build it, but I would still play it now. But yes, I've got this, which is really, really nice still, and it looks cool, and I love the artwork of the package. And moving on to our next one, this was from the 2018 World Championship. This was really, really cool. Obviously this card cannot be played. I also got that the field center for it because I made top 8. But I ended up selling one of the mats, and this was another one I got because I entered another tournament and I tied for first place with someone somehow because there was an error with something, but we each got one anyway. And we got the field center, but I think my field center was stolen somehow because I don't have it, of course. But yeah, this is really, really nice. I love the Dragon 2018 World Championship. This one I actually played in Joburg, but the original one I played in Cape Town. And I played Altergeist for that one too. And in this Nationals I played Altergeist. So Altergeist has honestly kept me going throughout the years. Like, I can thank Altergeist to my success. Then over here we have the 2018 Nationals. This is the one where I came 17th place. Obviously we showed you the mini one earlier on, and obviously only the top few got this, which is really, really nice. National mat, we have the Destruction Dragon on here, really looking cool. This was when Goki was meta, so yeah, that's also really, really nice. Now moving on to the next one. This was interesting. This is, I know, is a very old mat for LLDS, but I did not get this in a LLDS. The Norden mat. Now, when I started playing, I tried to get like water archetypes because I thought the easiest way to build things was choose the element and stick to it, and you can build from there, you know. So I tried building water, and I ended up trying to go into Mermails, and obviously Norden was a thing, so you'll get Norden, you'll get instant fusion. But then a while later, after I'd played for a bit, we had, I think this was when, I can't remember what I played at the time, but I was playing Paleo, I think, if I remember correctly. And World Chalice, but we had a 3 versus 3 tournament, and our team ended up coming second. And what they did for the tournament was really cool. They had a whole bunch of prizes on the table, each one numbered differently, and when you got there, you had to roll a dice, and whatever number you got, that was the prize you got for the tournament. And this was the prize I ended up getting, and I was so happy with it. Really cool for that tournament. Obviously, we got a couple of boosters, which was really nice. The first team got a box each, I think. I'm not sure, or I can't remember how it worked, but it was a while ago. And I remember my tag team partners were Ramesh and Adrian, so shout out to you guys. Miss you guys there in Cape Town. But yes, I remember this tournament. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Now, my next match was the first regionals I ever came close to winning. I've actually never won a regionals. The finals was actually a mirror match. I played Altergeist, of course, and I got this match. I ended up coming second, and this is really, really cool. I love the look of this. I think Thunder Dragon Colossus should come back to 1 because you can out it. But yes, I think this is really, really cool. The blue lightning is beautiful, just like this blue water on the Northern match. I think I like the water more, of course. I'm more like water boy because I started there. But most of the decks I play now are obviously different attributes, like Yangzing and Altergeist. But but then we've got this, just looks insanely beautiful. Konami, like, really well done on the artwork of these mats. Really, really cool. Then the next mat was the first ever regional I ever made top 4. I made top 8 in this regional. I had another mat before this. It was the second tournament I ever made top 8 for, but I think it was a Borrow Sword mat. And I ended up in top 8. I ended up playing against Trickstars, and I got hand ripped game 1 and game 2 twice in a row, so there was nothing I could really do against them. I mean, well, game 1 I got hand ripped, game 2 I bricked, so it was kind of like a oof. But this was the first tournament I ever made top 8 in. I was really excited. I played Altergeist again. Altergeist was obviously the first deck I ever did really, really well with, so it's really helped me. That's why I guess I've been playing it a lot. But this mat is really cool. Obviously, the element savers, having the different elements, which is obviously what I like. And yeah, regionals 2018, really cool, was when I started actually getting really, really good at the game, I think. Then we have this World Championship from 2017, when the World was happening. I played Mermails in this, actually. This is where I played Mermails. Really, it was a lot of fun. I can't remember how the tournament was like then, but it was. I remember I made finals with Tian, Toasty T-Man, and he ended up getting. He was playing Teller Knights, and I was playing Mermails, and we ended up doing pretty well. And I obviously ended up getting this really cool mat, which is really, really nice. And the final mat of my collection is this one. As you can see over here, we have my first Nationals mat, Cosmo Blazer Dragon. Really nice Nationals 2017. This was when the zoo format was in full throttle. Like, I was playing Metal for Yangzing in this, and I was just dealing with zoo left, right, and center. But if I went first and I didn't get hand trapped, because hand traps were obviously scarce then, and I didn't even care about Maxi, I literally would win the game, because I would make a Chalfang with no Earth effect, I would have a Hope Harbinger on the field, I would have 2 9 pillars set, and I would have the option to go into Herald of Arclight during my turn, so it really didn't matter to me, which is really, really cool. I mean, Maxi was at 1 back then, so yeah, I was quite proud of myself for that. But now, to add to my mat collection, which is really cool, we have been given this from our sponsors, so Pop and Unplug Yourself. We are going to be getting this from them. Really, really nice. The Egyptian God card mat, and we are going to see how it looks like on here right now. I haven't seen this yet, so it's going to be cool to see what it looks like. Let me rip this open quickly, and we can get the mat to see what. Yeah, I'm terrible at opening these things. Like, I should practice opening them beforehand, but I like to have the authentic reaction at the beginning. So there we go. Opening this. Let's see what we have over here. Oh my word! Look at that. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, there's the boy that won, Slifer. There's Obelisk over there, and we have the Winged Dragon of Ra. That is beautiful. Look at the zones. It's even got zones. That is cool. Like, Konami is doing a good job at these mats. Like, I'm really psyched. Oh man. Woo! That is nice. That is nice to add to the collection. I love that. Really cool. I think, am I a mat hoarder? Is this a problem, guys? I don't know. I hope I'm not. But anyway, I really like this. This is so cool. One of the mats I really wanted was the one from the RDIQ, was the invoked one, but sadly no shots there. But this is nice. Thank you so much, Solar Pop and Unplug Yourself. This is really cool, and we'll be giving some away to you guys in videos coming up soon. And now, moving on, we are going to be looking at my actual cards that I own in my files. So this is going to be my trade binder first. Just got a couple of leftover stuff. This was actually the first file I ever got. Someone gave it to me. It's worse for wear right now. I need to repair it, but the cover, it looks really cool. I love that ice dragon on it. This file looks so awesome. And this is just like simple trades. If anyone looks through my stuff, I will usually give them this in my tins. But you can see here a couple of things. There we've got a Super Red Reboot, some Dynamiscuses, we've got the Chronomaly, If you look on the next page, we've got some Sky Striker stuff as well. Here we have a Linkaribo, we've got some Fire Formation Tankies, we've got the Orcus Harp Horror for those of you who believe it's coming back, and a Rusty Bardiche there at the bottom. We also have a couple of other things like some Atlantean support over here, and we've got some High Ritual art for those who are busy playing the Magic Key stuff. And we've got a whole Gradle Core, just for the fun of it, why not? A Macabre over there, we've got Adara on that side, we've got a Pancratops Ultra Rare, we've got some Dolce support, we even have some B-Trooper stuff at the bottom over there, the rest of the Gradle Core, of course, some Super Rare Uni-Zombies. Over here we've got some Fusion, the Muddy Mud Dragon, well, not the Muddy Mud Dragon, the Mud Dragon of the Swamps for the Super Party targets. We've got some extra Ultras over here for people who are interested. Ultra Rare Red Reboot at the bottom. We've got a window over there as well, some Nimble stuff. We've got some Shadows, some Cosmos, and we've got a whole bunch of Ultra Rares. Also over here we've got some Stardust Eliminations, and then we've got some of the promo cards, the Lost Art cards, as you can see here, which look really cool on this side. And then moving on, we've got a little bit of Adamancipator stuff, some Box of Friends that was hyped a while ago, but it's not that hyped anymore, some pretty ultra rare Mathematicians, and we've got some secrets and ulties from original sets, like we have this ultimate rare cross counter over here, the trap over there, we've got some Dolce support. And this card actually looks really beautiful as a secret rare as well. It's the Rosaria, the Stately Fallen Angel, which looks really cool. Yeah, and then Goddess Bow as well. That's for the first file. I hope you guys can see everything clearly, because I know it's not completely bright. And then over here we have this little file. As you can see, got some of the best cards in my collection. Barxia's over there, and we have the best card in the game. This is what we're building it for. This is it, boys. This is and girls. This is what we want, and everyone in between, I guess. This is what we want. Hello is trying to fool the file with the ultra rare printing of Hello, because it came out on my birthday, and I love Halloween. So yes, this is really cool, and obviously we can read the statement or the text for you guys. Hello, brain of tallow, guts are gone and noggins hollow, seeking sweets and marshmallows, so watch your back and your candy sacks. So that's it. I love that card so much. And then moving in over here, we have my staple file. As you can see, we've got all staples or like for future decks that you can build. So we've got Thousand Blade, which is really good, Trick Clown, and we've got the Damage Juggler, we've got Draconet, which I think will be good eventually sometime again. Then we've got Omni Knight Brotor, we've got the Nocta Dragon, the Flameful God, and God Dragon of Justice for the summons. And then we have Hat-Trick, Recover, Blackwind, the Zephyros, and then we have some Mothmen, just to get the free summon, and it's also a free level 4 on the field, which I think is really good. Plague Spreader Zombie, and we pulled that Stardust Synchron, if you remember from one of our box openings. I think that would be really good for Synchro decks. We have a Gen X Ally Birdman Super Rare, the Secret Rare Ferret, we've got a Secret Rare Condemned Witch. We're still getting our Super Exceed Dragons. A lot of the stuff was lost in the other file that got stolen, sadly, so we're still trying to get our hands on that. We've got a 4 Mud Skipper. I think that's going to be good generically in some decks to come. And then we have the Red Eyes Dark Metal Dragon. Moving on, we've got some Cyber Dragons. We've got better Cyber Dragons coming up. And then we've got Jester Comfort, free summon of a Spellcaster. We've got Sangan. We've got Firecracker, just for the memes. This is for playing into town. We've got the Ryu Okami. There was a combo with Summon Talk in this. I remember that people used to play back in the day, which was really cool. And we've got one ultra rare Black Luster Soldier Envoy of the beginning, and then we've got 2 commons over there. Of course, we need to upgrade those, but obviously a lot of the stuff has taken a back foot since the Stolen Fire. Then we've got the Luna. I think it's a nice free summon in Chaos decks, so that's really good. We've got the Fishborg Launcher for your water support, free level 1 twice. And then we've got the Tin Goldfish. A really good normal summon in a lot of decks, just to summon a free level 4 from hand. We've got the Chaos Dragon Levenier, the Amorphage Lechery, and we have the Aether, the Evil Empowered Dragon. This can be summoned off Erratic Seal to get a banish on the field, which is really nice as well, because it is a dragon, and it's also good for pendulums as well. Moving on to the next page, we've got some barrier statues. We've got the Knights and Sorcerers. This can be summoned with that new secret rare spell card, Synchron Overtake, I think it is, that summons a special a name that's on a synchro monster that you reveal, and this can be summoned, and it is a DD Pro. And we've got the Engraver of the Mark to out those cross-arc designators. We have the Amorphactor Pain, which is also really good for ritual support, skips your main phase and negates extra deck monsters. Then we have the Majesty Fiend, just in case, but I don't think I'll ever play it. And we've got an ultimate rare. If you look carefully, this is an ultimate rare Arcana Force, the World 21, which is really, really cool, or XXI as some people call it. Then we've got on this side some an aloof lupine. We've got 2 super rare necrofaces. We have the Mist Valley Apex Avion, and the new decks that are coming. We've got Scary Moth, just no special summoning for insects, which is really good. We've got the Zaborg, which is always a good staple in like ritual decks and stuff. We've got Kawaki Meru, the Drago. I was testing that in Dragon Maids at one point. And we've got Christia. Christia is always nice to play, especially with all the fairy decks coming out. Then on this side, you can see we have the Exodius. We've got 2 different printings of Tour Guide. Unfortunately, this one's a common. We've got the 3 Fairy Tale Luna. We've got the 2 Sphere modes, 1 Ultra, 1 Super. And we have the Destrudo, which is obviously now banned. Then we have 3 Chaos Hunter. Shout out to you, Shelby Day and Julie, one of my best friends from university. This is like one of her favorite cards. Then we have the Primal Congrate. I think this will be a good going second card as well sometime soon, because if a card is sent to the grave, you can summon it and then you flip it to pop 2 during your turn, which is really, really cool. And then we've got Zaphion for the back row hate, and it cannot be destroyed by anything, which is really nice. Then we also have, going on to the next page, we've got the Vision Hero Witch Raider, which is really good for blowing up back row. Another Time Lord. We've got the Secret Rare Pankratops over here, which I'm going to start playing again. And we've got the Amorphages, we've got 2 Goliaths, and we have 1 Sloth. Then we've got Archfiend Eccendric. This is actually a really good side deck card, even main deck, because you can normal summon it and pop a card, or you can activate it in the spell and trap zone and you out either Mystic Mine or something like that. And then we've got the Reversible Beetle. This I think is also pretty cool. If you look at its effect, it actually is really good for, I think, a deck that doesn't need a normal summon, but also you want to out some cards in columns, which is really nice. And we've got the playset of Eater of Millions. We have the 1 Nightmare Corruptor Ibli, the 2 Fossil Diners, and then we've got the 3 Lava Golems at the bottom over there. Moving on to the next page, we've got 1 Bez over there, which is really cool. It's a free summon. It's basically almost a Pankratops on its own. We've got the Metaltron XII, the 2 Draco Batons, Draco Combatant, and it is, yeah, it's a free tribute summon if you've got like, I guess if you played True Draco, it was a thing. I played it in Geist at one point just to have like, I don't know, free summon when I didn't normal summon. It was weird. I don't know why I keep it anyway. Then we've got the Gate Blocker for if pendulums become a thing again, and the what's that deck called again? I'm trying to remember. It starts with a E. Oh my word, I've hit a blank. But anything for spell counters, I promise you. Someone's gonna comment it and it's gonna slap me in the face. But yes, this is good for stopping the spell counters. Endymion, that's it. And then we have the 3 Denko Sekka, 2 Secret Rares and 1 Ultra. And then we've got 1 Secret Rare Iron Timaton Dragon and 1 Ultra Rare. That's really good for like column placement, and it locks out the column as well. Then we've got 2 Inspector Border, we have 2 Thunder King Ryo, and we've got one of the Evil Twin Kiskyo Nyla. This is actually good for outing a board because you tribute 2 linked monsters and it's basically evenly matched on its own. And then we have the Fallen of Elbaz Secret Rare, which just looks really, really nice. Moving on to the next page, we've got some really cool artwork cards. We have Spiral Serpent. Remember when Spiral became an archetype? Yes, well, not the Spiral, the Super Agent, but the other Spiral, the Water Sea Serpent that had like traps and stuff, the normal archetype, that. So we have that in Ultimate Rare as well. And we've got 2 Cyber Dragons, the recent ones that we have pulled, which are both ultis as well. And then we have the Bahalatia, the Grand Radiance dragon, which is really, really cool. I just love the artwork, that's why I kept it. And then we're obviously keeping 1 Dark Magician Girl for ourselves. And we have the 3 Mech Knight Avram, because check this out, why not? Then moving on in the file, we have our fusion monsters, where we've got some super poly targets over here. Also for Cyber Dragon, we have the Chimeritic Fortress Dragon in case we want to out some machine boards. Then we have the Predaplant, Dragostapelia. We've got some Starving Venom. And we've also got, this was given to me by Ross, a friend of mine in university. Back a couple of years ago when I started playing. We've also got Last of the Warrior from Another Planet. Obviously our first Norden, as you saw the mat. The Trishula that we used to play in our Dragon Maid. And over here we've got Sea Monster Theseus and Marine Beast for our instant fusion targets. More instant fusion targets. We've got 1000 Eye Restrict. Then we have the Magic Key level 4, that's Tuna. Then we've got the Panzer Dragon, which is just a nice instant fusion as well. And then we've got this for the artwork. I love the Magic Key artwork, so I kept that. And then more super poly targets over here, and the Mud Dragon of the Swamp, which is really cool. And on the last page, we have our Dante, the Pilgrim of the Burning Abyss for our Beatrice summon. We've got the ABC Buster Dragon. I don't know why I kept that. I think it was a Cherry's target when it was good at one point, and then I just kept it ever since. And then we have the Magistus over here. I think this is also a really good super body target. I also wanted to try this with Invoked at some point, so I kept this. And then we have 1 Elder Entity Intus. There's another one in one of my decks, and then we have a rare fish for the instant fusion target, or now ready fusion target as well for the Mermails. Then going on to the synchros, we have the 3 Ice Barrier Dragons over here. You can see we've got Duloran, we've got Bryonic, we've got Gungna, and we've got Trishula. Then we've got our Formula Synchrons, we've got our Tatsunoku, we've got the Cyber Integrator and the Herald of Arclight, and we've got more Herald of Arclights over here. I just kept that because that was the original print that I played in my Yangzing, which is really cool. Then we've got Cristron Quandax, which is also really good for the Cristron Hulk of Fibrax play. You contribute it into that, and you can synchro in your opponent's turn. And then we have the Muddy Mud Dragon over here for the fusion summons. We have Old Entity Hastor, which I think is really cool. It was one of the first synchros I got and I played, so I just kept it anyway. And we've got Underworld Fighter Belmont. I feel like one day there's going to be a stupid FTK with this, because when it's blowed up, it summons a level 4 from the grave. So if you're able to get 2 of these out, they can constantly get blown up, and you do something with Topological Bomber Dragon. You can blow the one up, target the other one, summon the other one, blow that one up, target the other one, summon it, and you can keep swapping them out. And I think that will be pretty broken for some FTK or something that comes up, and that card might jump in price or something. We've got the Ally of Justice, we've got the Armades, Keeper of the Boundaries, and then we've got TG Wonder Magician and Secret Rare, which is really, really good. We have the Naturia cards that you need. We've got the Desert Locust, Coral Dragon, Stardust Charge Warrior, and Metaphys Horus. And over here on this side, we've got the Hyper Psychic Ryzen, Altergeist Dragverion, which I want to try playing if I can again. Penguin Brave for that Penguin archetype that's coming out. We've got a White Whale Dolphin and White Aura Dolphin and White Aura Monocores. And we've got the FA Dawn Dragster, we still need to get it in Super. We've got the Shooting Ryzen Dragon, and we've got the Samurai Destroyer. These are just a couple of staples of synchros that obviously we play. Then we have the Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon, which is really good for Yangzing Metal Foes. I used to play it back then. And we have the Ancient Fairy Dragon, the Black Rose Dragon, and we've got Winged Pegasus Adignista. And on the side, we've got the White Aura Whale. We've got this Magistus Synchro that I just love the artwork of. We've got a Void Ogre Dragon, Stardust Dragon, Stardust Spark Dragon, and a Beals on the left side. That's a secret rare beetles over there. Then moving on, we've got some of our level 9s. Yes, this is a lot. Like I said, we have the Stellar Wind Wolfrayet. We've got Cristron Quarian Gandrax and Cristron Phoenix, which are really good level 9s as well. We've got the Vermilion Dragon Mech, and we have the Ravenous Croco Dragon, which is really cool. And going on to the level 10s, we have the Trishula, Trishula Zero, which is the new Trishula. We obviously have the Shooting Majestic Star Dragon, which is what we have on that mat. And then we have Nirvana High Paladin, which is what we also used to play in our Yang Metal Foes back in the day. Moving on to XZs. Yes, we're only this far. We have a couple of our rank 1s. We've got Cat Shark, Digusto for the Paleos over there. We've got our rank 2s over there. Moving on to our rank 3s, you can see Totem Bird. I feel like that's really good in the new up-and-coming set, the Synchron Storm or whatever it is. That's going to be really good for Virtual World, so people can look to picking up that. And we've got the Malia of the Tree, and we've got other rank 3s that are really good as well. Moving on to the rank 4s, these are your generic rank 4s, Evil Swarm, Time Thief, Digusto. You can see there's the Dark Rebellion XZ from the tin store from that day, still kept it since then. Lightning Chidori, we've got Castell over there. We've got number 37, Hope Woven Dragon Spider Shark. It's like 4 creatures in one. It's a sea serpent, but it's a spider, but it's a dragon, but it's a shark. So yeah, you decide what it is. We've got the Ragnar Zero, Ivagishki, we've got Bahamut Shark, and we've also got the number 27. There were some cards we also got back the other day, but I don't think we put them in the file, but it's okay, we'll just leave them in as time goes. We've got the Evil Swarm Nightmare, got the Evil Zordalkia, we also have a Lagia somewhere. We've got this is really good as well. We've got obviously our Baguskas, we have the Downward Magicians and the Utopia package over here at the bottom. And then we've got the Chronomaly that we keep for ourselves in the Durandal. Here's some of our Constella supports. We've got the Utopia over here as well. And there's our Lady Beatrice at the bottom over there. Moving on, we've got more. Here come to the rank 7s. We've got the Red Eyes Metal. We've got the Mecha Phantom Beast Dracosac. And we've got the Gaia. We've got number 11. We've got number 21. And we've got the Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy. Then we've got, moving on to our rank 9s, we've got Yormungandr, got the Sacred Tree, going to rank 10s. This is a lot of stuff. We've got the Raid Raptor, we have the Super Dreadnought, we have the Ravenous Tarantula, Zeus as well. Then we got the Dingersu, this is the stuff I got back. Here's the Draglubion, and then the Lagia and Dolkia. And moving on to our links, that is an ultimate rare link spider. We've got obviously a couple of the link 1s and link 2s that are really, really good. You guys can pause the video if you want to see a lot. I'm going to move it along so you guys can see exactly what's here. Obviously the Heralds, got the Isolde, the Ultra Rare, Cleaforts, got the Heavenly Spheres, which is really nice. Proxy Dragon, still from the original one that I got. Cross Sheep, and we have the IP Security Dragon. We've got some other stuff that I feel could be nice just to throw in, just in case there's decks that you need. And then Jurassic, oh, this is a German one, I think. Jurassic Aleo. It's Durac Aleo. We just got it recently, and we got a Necroroid Banshee for plays for ourselves as time goes. And that's only one of the files. We still got to move on to a couple more. Now this is what we're moving on to, what I would say are my is one of my another one of my staple files. But as you can see over here, this was given to us by Solarpop and Unplug Yourself. Another one of these beautiful Egyptian god cards files that you guys can use. And also, yeah, this is like really, really good. It's just to see all of them. And over here we have our spells and traps, and you guys can obviously win this later on, actually in this video. So we have the draw power. We've got a couple more of the draw powers on this side. We've got the Foolish Goods, got the Avarice, got the Secret Rare Foolish Burial, which I got recently, Gold Sock, some instant fusions. I know it's at 1. We've got some different types of Monster Reborns. We got a secret rare terraforming, which we need. Raigeki, 1 lightning storm, because we managed to trade a whole bunch of stuff for it. Dark hole, sword of concealing light. We got the dimensional fissure. Got dark ruler no mores from back in the day. Luckily those didn't disappear. Anti-magic arrows, some necro valley, zombie world, mind control, herald of the abyss, which is also a good spot removal. We've got some forbidden chalices, got like a play set and more. 2 super polys. Unfortunately our ultis got stolen in the previous file. We got some Called by the Graves. We do have a prismatic one, which is nice. Shade rides, silent graveyard. Got some hate runades, some spell. This is all the spell and trap removal. We're getting a second secret rare twin twister soon. Then we've got Horde Legacy Guard Dragon, which is also a nice staple. The DDR, the Phantom Knights rank up. We have Rota just in case, Crossbreed. We've got the Synchron Overtake, that's the card that can summon the specific monsters from deck. I feel like this will be good eventually. You've just got to keep hold of them and you can get some validity. System down in case machines become meta. This is our 1 copy of Secret Rare. So we recently got this Secret Rare Fire Formation Tanky because I had a feeling it was going to go to 1 and I decided, hey, let me just get 1, and Brachti on the band list, it ended up going to 1. So then we've got the Storm Force, which is nice tribute fodder if you're tributing your opponent's card. Wave Motion Cannon, just because we'll probably trade that for a Mystic Manager. And we've got Lullaby of Obedience, Clashing Souls, and more of our field spells. On this side we have Pseudo Space, Gateway to Chaos to prevent your opponent from activating anything. The Mound Bound Creator, Wetlands, because we played in our first tournament, we played Aqua Actus Cradle, and then and we played that. And then Black Garden, and then Set Rotation, because Set Rotation is really good. Now onto the traps. We got Skill Drain, Soul Drain, we got all these continuous traps that actually just are complete blowouts. And we've got Compulse, Crackdown, Ice Dragon Prison, which are really good. We've got the different dimensional ground, Magic Deflector, we've got some Deep Arrows, we've got our Mirror Forces here. Yes, that's Secret Rare Mirror Force. I need to get 1 more Secret Rare Torrential, and then I've got a playset, but this is the Ultra for now. Got Waking the Dragon, Oasis, Dragon Saw. We've got Witch's Strike, which is a nice tech that you've seen me play. White Howling, Dark Sacrifice, we've got Trap Trick, Lost Winds, Typhoon, Heavy Storm Duster, which is really nice. We've got the Prismatic Red Reboot and some Appointer of the Red Lotus, which is really nice as well. And then we have some wiretaps over here, Solemn Judgment, Broken Line, Dogmatica. You can see I've played a couple of trap decks in my day, but it's mostly just been Altergeist. Reckless Greed, we've got Guard Dragon Catalyst, which is really good in Dragon Maid at some point. Necrofusion, Forbidden Apocrypha, Jelly Cannon, Switcheroo, which I want to really pull off one day just for the memes. Gravity Collapse, which I want to get 2 more of, because I have a cool plan with them. Orcus Crescendo, just because. Road Legacy Sorrows, just in case you play a link deck. And Heavy Slump, just in case Maxi comes back to 3. And we've got more links on this side, because we obviously had no more space in that file for the links. Got the 2 different printings of Appaloosa, got a Soyuja, and we have the some of the Charmers as link 2s. We've got the Lamphalinkus. We've got the Decode Talker. This is our ultimate rare Decode Talker, which is nice. Topological Trisbamer, Bomber Dragon, and we've got Borrowload Dragon over there. And then we've got the rest of the generic links for each attribute over here. The Dark, the Light, the Earth, the Fire, Water, and Wind. And then we've got another one of the Charmers over there. We're just missing the Dark and Light one. Obviously the Dark one hasn't come out yet, but we still need to get a light one for ourselves. Now, moving on to our deck files, which you guys will, I think, love. We got some cores over here. So we got Dragon Maids over here, which is really, really nice. Got playsets of just about everything, I would say. I think the only thing we're missing from the Dragon Maid stuff is 3 Shell. Yes, we've only got 2 Shell, and this is another field center that was given to me by a Byron Lowford. He makes a couple of these which are really, really cool, and it was really nice. I would like to thank him for that. It was really cool for the Dragon Maid Field Center. Then obviously we've got the we have some of the original Dragon Rulers. We're just missing a Secret Rare of the Earth one, and then we've got the Dragon's Roar over there just to complete it, but they are all Secret Rare, which is really cool. And then over here we have the deck of the Ogdoadics, which is really cool, the Nyala, the Nunus, As I said, I wanted to build this. If you remember back then, I managed to pull a Outdoor King Collector's Rare. We still need to get Overlord. It's coming on the way. Someone's giving it to us. Currently, this is Mr. Andrew Furious. So thank you to him for lending me that. For later on what we're going to try to do. And then obviously here's the rest of them and other techs you can play them and the later release, because this is actually getting more support coming up soon. Then recently we managed to trade our Animadorned Archosaur's Secret Rare for a full Wind Witch core, so we can play the Wind Witch core, which is really nice, summoning that indestructible crystal wing, which is really cool. And then over here we have the preparations on this side, the preparations for our Sword Soul. So over there we have the 2 Iris, which is really cool. We've got the Mud Dragon of the Swamp for the instant fusion, Shen Shen because you can summon Shen Shen, Omega because it's good, Ruddy Rose Dragon, we've got the Berserker, and we have the Scarlet, but we're not going to play this. We're actually going to try and get ourselves a Crimson Blader for that. And then moving on to this side, we have the rocket. This is a small rocket package that I borrowed from Ben, which we're going to attempt to use pretty soon, so that's really cool. And then moving on, I think that's everything from this side except for this. Sue ships! Remember, we were talking about the Sue ships? We have the Sue ships ready and prepared. We're going to try play them sometime soon. We have the Destroyer Phoenix package, just in case. Obviously, we've got the Trickstar package as well, just for the back row removal, and you can add the Corobane for a free summon. I lost my Spellbook engine, sadly, but recently I managed to get a Blue Boy, and I found an ultimate rare Spellbook of Secrets, which I traded a lot of stuff for, so that was really nice to get as well. So hoping to get the rest of the package as well. And then we have the Genex Undane engine for the Mermails, and then we have the Lair of Darkness and the Diabolos. Unfortunately, the rest of that was taken in the file. Moving on to later stuff, we have a couple of field centers. We've got a Despia that we recently got. We've got the we're probably going to trade this. Got some tokens over there, and some of our hand traps over here. We've got Skullmeisters, we've got 3 Retaliating Sea. I had 4 supers, but they were taken unfortunately, and I ended up having 1 super left. But thankfully, one of Andrew Freer was gracious enough to trade me a super for 3 commons, which I was really happy to do because he's playing bugs now and it's really good in bugs. Then we've got the Swaravas, and we've got the Token Collector, which is obviously for future meta. We've managed to get the Phantasmes back, or not back, we managed to get a few. We got 2 Effect Veilers, and we managed to buy some Liberius for ourselves that we lost. And we got a DD Crow. I miss my German DD Crow. I wish I could get it back, but sadly it's gone. And then we've got the Drawn Logbird. We had to get the alternate arts. No more secret rare Ghost Sisters for us, but I'm happy that we still have them. And then over here we have a couple more hand trap packages. We've got the Ghost Reaper, we've got the Side Frames, and we have the only Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion that survived the thievery. And then going on to the final file, yes, the last file of the entire collection. This is going to be a really long video. We have the best deck of all time, the Yang Zings. These are ultimate rare Baxias and Yazis, which is really cool. But these are still secret rare, so I still need to get my places of ultis. Obviously, we have the full deck of everything. There's the Chewins, the Xiaotus, the Tautis, the Zefraxi, we have the Zephrynui, the Pulao, the Bian. You only need 1 Pulao anyway. 3 Sawani, 3 Bixi, 3 Yangzing Path, or Pot of Greed, 3 Yangzing Creation. You don't really play Brutality and Unleash, but the pillars over there at the bottom. And then the Prana, and then now we're moving on to invoked stuff. So we've got a couple of the invoked stuff over here. We have 1 of each printing of Alistair at the top over here. Then we've got the secret rares of Invocation and Meltdown. All of these over here are all original print, first edition from Fusion Enforcers, because I really love the deck because it's got to do with Final Fantasy, and I absolutely love Final Fantasy, which is really cool. Then we've got some Shadol stuff over here, building up into that deck. We haven't been able to play this, of course, because we don't have Schism, but we have got pretty much the entire core minus the Schism, and we don't have the Dogmatica stuff either. But you know what, we're getting there. And then over here we've got the Frog Engine. One of them is an Invasion Vengeance, but they're all secret rares. We've got the Frog Engine over here, with the Center Frog over there just for the lulz, and then we have our Paleo core right over here. Moving on, we've got the Mermails that we used to play a lot more religiously than we do now, and then we have the Atlanteans, which obviously go with them on this side. And then moving on, we've got the Tenyi stuff, which is backup that we're keeping for a lot of our sword soul stuff that's coming out. We've got the super Adaras. We just need super rare shooters that should be coming out, or should be we should find. And then we've got more of the stuff. We've obviously got the Reversible, but that's being printed in super rare now. And then we have the Mermails at the bottom over there. We also have one Aperia, which is a free draw as well, I think. Then we have the True King core over here. We've got all the True King stuff. We've got the wind, the fire, the water, the earth from the original prints, because we thought it was going to be a deck back then. So I tried to build that, and then obviously the True King's return because it does summon those back. And then we've got Calamities, which is obviously banned. Then we have our Gishki core. If you remember, I posted a couple of Gishki lists online that you guys could do some stupid FTKs with, and we managed to get our 3 Gale Dogras and the telekinetic charging cell, which is really cool. Now moving on, we've got the Metal Foes, which we used to play with our Yangzings back in the day when they were really good, and we also, right at the back, we have our Adamantipator core, which we are still working on finishing. We want to get a couple of Prime Kit stuff that we can mix with it, and it's really, really good. And yes, that is all we have for our collection. What we have, obviously, a lot of the stuff is missing. I lost a lot of my kaijus, but now going into, if you look at these decks, obviously over here, as I said, this was just sleeves, but this is Ben's deck list that he played for the Obelisk versus Slifer. And in here, in this deck box, let me just open it carefully, you can see my entire Altergeist deck list that I am currently playing. It's still a work in progress. Obviously, there's changes that are being made as time goes on, because all we're doing is we're constantly trialing and testing the decks that we play. This is obviously the main deck, as you can see over here, and then we'll be moving on to the extra deck over here, which has changed slightly. I finally got an Artemis, which I was happy about. Still need to get myself an access code, but this is the replacement for now. And then, yeah, there's the Selene over there, Prime Banshee, the Hextias, Cerberus, and this is the side deck. We've got the Evenies. There's 3 there, but one is probably, there's the 3rd one over there, as you can see. Harpies, Feather Duster. We have the Cosmic Cyclones, the 2 Secret Village. There's the other Cosmic Cyclone over there, the Drawn Lockbirds, and we've got the 3 Lanciers, and then the 2 Kaijus at the end. These are unfortunately the only 2 Kaijus I have left. But yes, that's the entire collection. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys like seeing everything. There's one last thing. One prized possession that we still have locked in this here very chest. If we open it carefully, without shaking the camera too much. There we go. Slowly we reveal what the final piece is. The World Championship 2018 envelope, still sealed with the Dark Magician and Blue Eyes in it. One of our prized possessions. We were unfortunately never able to get the others, but at least we were able to keep the first one. Yeah, so that's everything. Whew. That was a lot. That was more than I thought it was. Yeah. But on the plus side, for you guys, I'm pretty excited to announce that for your collections, you guys have a chance to win this. one of the files that was given to us by our sponsors, Solarpop and Unplug Yourself. So you guys get a chance to win this cool Egyptian God card file given to us by them. All you need to do is comment on the video, what was your favorite thing in my collection? Or that's all you have to do. What was your favorite thing in my collection that you liked the most? And then you get a chance to win that. But thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I hope you guys liked seeing everything. I enjoy seeing other people's collections too. Obviously, I'm still trying to build it up once again. But thank you so much. And keep following and subscribing for more videos. I hope you guys are enjoying everything so far. And we'll check you guys in the next video. Cheers, guys. From me, Frisby Moonsong, I'm out. Yow!